Hello, everyone. It is time for our most exciting training of the season. I know everyone always looks forward to our resident expert, Jackie Reganti's training on what pieces from a new collection are designer inspired. So Jackie and her daughter actually spend so many hours researching this. And one of the biggest ways that we can be the expert and elevate how we present as stylists is knowing some of these things that you're going to hear from Jackie. Beautiful language to describe the jewelry, designer names beyond the ones that you might be familiar with now. And this is one that you definitely want to have your paper and pen handy because it is really going to help you elevate. I have to turn my own page too, as a stylist and be the expert. So Jackie, thank you so much for taking the time to do this research. By the way, in the One Stop group, there is a whole folder full of reference sheets that you can use. So we'll talk about how you can use them, but I hope that you went and retrieved those as I suggested prior to this so that you can even take your notes right on there. But if you didn't, don't worry, take your notes and just merge them later. So Jackie, take it away. I'm so excited.
Good, me too. And you know what? It's so funny because I was waiting for the jewelry to show up and it got here like a half hour ago. So I'm so glad. And I love it even more in person, of course. It's awesome. So I'm going to start by sharing with you guys the inspiration that I've heard and that I kind of knew before we got this Secret Garden collection. And it's kind of cool the way we have, like, I know Taylor is very up on trends and up on what's like new and fashion and all that stuff. And I kind of follow that too. I love that part of what we do. And so I want to share with you a name. It's called Love Shack Fancy. And I don't know if anybody has ever heard of that before, but Love Shack Fancy, it started in Manhattan on the Upper West Side. She is, her name is Rebecca Cohen, actually. And about, I think it was 2013, 2015, she was having her wedding and she created her own like beach wedding vibe. So when you think about that, very romantic, very flowy, very pastel and pretty, right? And it became this like gorgeous wedding on the beach in the Hamptons. And she created a capsule clothing collection from this wedding called Love Shack Fancy. And her friends convinced her that she should have a clothing company. And she started with a little boutique and it turned into this incredible company. So she's now had collabs with everything from The Gap to I forget the name of it. It's like a clothing company that they just did for like skiing resort wear. And so if you want to go on Love Shack Fancy's website, you can see all of the clothing they have, but it kind of gives you the idea and the inspiration behind what is all of our jewelry. It's all about that flowy, floral, romantic, very like lacy look with light pastel colors.
Amazing. All right. I hope you all put Love Shack Fancy in the comments so that you remember that that's what we're looking up. I feel like, is it still in the Hamptons though?
Well, yeah. So she's got like in Sag Harbor and then I think in East Hampton, she's got 2 stores. She's got a store in the Upper East Side and a store in Soho. I'm sure.
Why aren't we going? Let's take a ride.
I've shopped there before.
Oh my gosh, let's take a ride. I want to go with you.
There's also at Woodbury Commons by me, which is like a the
outlets, yeah.
A Love Shack Fancy outlet store.
Well, so that's the one we need.
Exactly. But if you're in Florida, they have one, I think, in Palm Beach and they have one in Coral Gables. So she's got now like 14 stores or something like that across.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a great, great clothing company, very romantic looking and flowery and just, you know, lacy and beautiful. So envision that when you are looking at this jewelry, and I think you'll see where this all kind of fits into place, but it also tells a story, which is what I love, because if we're sharing it with our customers and we're talking like and doing a show, I think when you bring things to life and you tell a story, that's when people follow you and they are like, right? And they say like influencers, for example, like if you're on and you're doing like telling a story is much different than just posting. And so if you can do that with this jewelry and tell a story, you're going to have a ton of followers.
Storytelling is a huge part of selling. So I'm so glad to hear that. That's amazing.
And so let's tell our story.
Let's tell our story.
So I think what we did over the last couple of days is take the time to sort of look at these pieces, and we used lots of different designers, and Park Lane is so amazing at creating a line and sort of using the inspiration that's out there that's on trend to creating our own looks. And so we've got some really cool pieces for you tonight. I'm actually going to start with, and I think because Michelle was telling you the story, I'm going to start with those earrings that we were talking about, which are really cool, and they're called our cypress earrings. Okay, so you guys want to start with a really cool history lesson. So these are our cypress earrings. They're beautiful. And there's actually they're called mandala, M-A-N-D-A-L-A, mandala hanger earrings. So that is like the typical design of them. If you want to Google mandala hanger earrings, you're going to see lots of designs that look like this. So from lots of different companies and lots of different artists have these kind of look. But guess what? If you do research, I've got a piece on our designer, pages that I posted from the antique ancient 22 karat gold Byzantine era, and they are $158,000, and they're a museum piece. They're literally a museum piece that people wore, and you'd have to tell me because I'm not a history person when the Byzantine era was, but we're going back thousands of years ago. So these are inspirational through the years, and you can see how we get to bring history to life through jewelry and how people have worn them through the ages and how important they are to our collection. So I love them, and they're really cool to be able to put that in our collection. They're $76 full price, and you can grab them half price. And I posted in our collection, you can see lots of different designers that have pieces that look similar.
Oh my gosh, my bachelor's degree is in history. This should be a whole I should be so good at this collection. All right, amazing. So
pretty cool. Right.
These are actually, just so you guys know, they're very comfortable to wear, and I recommend when you wear them, put the hook in the back and the black part towards your face. Because if you try to put them on the other way, you can't see the black pieces. And they're also, you'd have to be a contortionist to close them. So that's how you wear them.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm actually going to talk, the romantic earrings while we're talking about earrings, because I just thought of that.
Come on.
Are you wearing them? How lightweight are they? They're so light, right?
These have been living in my ears since they arrived to my house.
Oh, I love them. So it's that antique kind of gold that I love with the pearls. And I just think they are very romantic. So when you talk about that whole Love Shack fancy look, I think you're getting that by putting these on and adding these to a beautiful blouse. They just really are going to enhance anything you have in your wardrobe. And so you're going to get that very beautiful accent. They look, again, very like Italian inspired and very romantic. The lace is gorgeous. If you were to look up from Gabrielle and Company, these earrings, they look almost exact, and they sell for $2,700. But no, here
they look like the Sistine Chapel, like
yes,
so
Italians, or you can see that through like architecture, right?
Yes,
beautiful.
And these are also very comfortable to wear. I wore them to my show on Saturday. I've worn them a lot of days already, and they feel great.
I love it. That's awesome. So sticking on earrings for a minute, I guess I'm going to tell you ones that I think that are going to be really easy to share. I think they're everyday for lots of people. I love that they come in silver and gold. Our beautiful wishbone earrings. I'm showing them in silver. Michelle has them in gold. So these are so Tiffany. These are Palomo Picasso. And if you want to Google Tiffany & Co. Graffiti X, they have a whole, X and O section that is Paloma Picasso.
That's still a thing?
Oh God, yeah. Because Tiffany creates a look, and they keep that. It is definitely still a thing. So you can go on Tiffany & Co. X and O's. They are selling these for over $400. Bloomingdale's has a pair for over $400, and so these will never go out of style. They're classic.
Oh my gosh, I can finally have remember like the kisses and hugs?
Yes.
Bracelet. I always wanted a boyfriend to buy that for me, and I never had it. So now I just wear my wishbone earrings and call it a day.
There you go. I mean, that's great. I love them. Ooh. And then I'm just sticking with earrings, Michelle, as we go. Yep. I think so. I'm going to talk about these, of course, the Lana earrings. We love that they are Van Cleef & Arpels. It's got that just very classic Alhambra design. So Van Cleef is known for the Alhambra. You will see, of course, Roberto Coin, and you will see Cartier. You'll see lots of people and lots of variations of the Alhambra, but the Van Cleef and Arpels is probably the closest to our design.
Yeah.
The classic, but I love that they put in that lilac. That is going to be like, that's what you want to talk about, because that's what you're going to see all season. And if you look those purple ones, the lilac up on Van Cleef, they're like $70,000 crazy dollars. Really, I have a woman who really only wears real jewelry, and she saw these and she knows that Van Cleef are like, window shopping. And she came to me right away to get these in the purple, because she knew.
I thought that purple looked so good with this necklace. I know we're doing earrings, but I think you wanted to mention this, right?
Yeah. Oh, and that would look beautiful
Doesn't
together.
that look so good together?
Absolutely. And so, yeah, these are two pieces, and I was going to show this one. So this is, what is the name of this, Michelle?
Holland.
So, and what I love, and you want to really talk about, is that the stones, first of all, it's very lightweight and easy to wear.
Yeah.
The stones on here are genuine stones. So when you're adding genuine elements to your wardrobe, it's beautiful to have those pastel colors, but also to have the genuine stones. So you're seeing rose quartz, you're seeing labradorite, and you're also seeing one freshwater pearl here, or two actually at the bottom, which is so pretty. So you can feel really good about adding those genuine stones to your wardrobe, which is gorgeous. Yeah. Now, I love, as we're talking about it, layering in with this piece right here. I think together they really look amazing. And now both of these pieces come from or look like the designer John Hardy. So you've got your wisp necklace that I've just put on here too. And John Hardy has these pieces for he calls them his slim pearl chain necklace for $550. We have ours, right? And ours is $90. You can get it half price, of course, for $45. So together these make a great look, but both look John Hardy like, and you're getting that gorgeous, gorgeous design.
I feel like it's so important to show people how the new pieces will go with what they have. And so many customers have a hazy that definitely make sure you're showing that to them, because let's freshen up your hazy, right? Because they've already worn it with everything you sold them. So let's show them something new to wear with this staple piece that they already have.
And I love the way it's layered like that. I think it looks fantastic.
This sold well at my recent party. So this is a good, if you're still deciding what to get with your rich rewards and what to get, as you're building your collection, definitely go for these.
So pretty. Love it. Okay. So then the last earrings I wanted to talk about, and there's two, but I'm going to show them to you. So the poppy earrings is the first one that I'll mention. So the poppy earrings look very, I say Oscar de la Renta, because the poppy is something that he uses in so many styles. But if you look online, Anthropologie had a pair of these. They've sold out so quickly.
Oh, wow.
And ours, half price, are less expensive. But Lele Sedui, who you may have heard of before, we've used her before in some of our inspirations. She's got a pair of poppy earrings. Her earrings are $165. Oscar de la Renta's poppy earrings are about $300. I love the lightweight feeling of this, and the way that these are sort of that open look. The way they're called laser cut. So can you see? And that's a good word to talk about when you're talking these earrings. And also our butterfly earrings. They are these laser cut sort of earrings that just add light and shimmer, but they're just very lightweight and open. Either of these are designer inspired and also have that laser cut to it.
Wait, laser cut adds light?
Adds the light because it almost is like an open design. I'm trying to show you which ones are easier to show.
There were just words that you said that I really like. The laser cut adds light and something you said.
And light and shimmer.
Shimmer. Laser cut adds light and shimmer. I hope everybody wrote that down. Amazing. I don't have those yet. So Oscar de la Renta, that's another, I feel like that's an easy one to add to your presentation. Because here's the thing, Jackie is pounding right now all of these names, and there's no way to catch them all. So like she said in the very beginning, grab one or two so that instead of saying this is designer inspired, you're saying Oscar de la Renta is selling these for, or Oscar de la Renta is selling them, even if you don't want to commit the prices to memory. Oscar de la Renta, these are crazy price. You're going to grab ours for half price at whatever. So Poppy, Oscar de la Renta, that's a good one. Put it.
one. And actually, while we're on what you're saying, because I agree with you, and I think picking like one or two pieces that you know is enough, and you don't have to otherwise go. But like Michelle, you and I were talking about this gorgeous piece right here, the zipper. Okay, if you don't have the zipper yet, you need it, guys. This is amazing.
My daughter like dove the dining room table with the jewelry and was like, cute. And she was lucky that I accidentally ordered extras of it because it's already back in New York City. Like she totally took this. I'm sure Samantha wanted this too.
Yeah, it's really, it's like sexy. It's kind of cool. It's like, it's cool. It's sexy. It's just awesome.
So I feel like with like a plungy top, this is like hot.
It's hot. It's hot. That's a good, it's very Paris Hilton hot. So this piece is a good one to have in your collection. And when I will go live in my parties, one of the first things I'll do is ask my people watching, my customers, to Google something for me, because once they see the designer price, they like kind of watch a little stronger. They're like, wow, that does really look like what she's selling. So I'll say, can you guys do me a favor? Can somebody Google Roberto coin zipper or Roberto coin zipper necklace, right? I don't want it to be ever more than 3 or 4 words for them to Google. So I have a question, Michelle, for the people watching this right now. Can somebody Google Roberto coin zipper necklace? And can you pop in the comments how much you see it for online? I would love to know. Tell me what you find Roberto coin zipper necklace for.
And fun fact, even you don't even have to put necklace. Roberto coin zipper is enough because I tried Roberto coin zipper. Is everyone passing out at what's coming up on your phone? Because my stomach did a flip-flop. And this right here, this part of this training is the gold that at the minimum, when you walk away from this training, you're going to put this at the beginning of your show. So that when you continue to say this is designer inspired, or, you know, just like the zipper necklace, this one is also a crazy, like you can reference back to this insanity right here, the $8,900 that the Roberto coin one is. Insane.
Yep. Insane. And makes us so credible. Like all of a sudden they're like, okay, that $8,900 necklace for the Park Lane price. Like pretty cool.
Right. There's and you know, I always feel like with the pieces that are only like plain metal, right? This is plain metal. Just like the mochi earrings are plain metal. Like, why are the designer version of mochi earrings $900? There's no diamonds. There's no, you know what I mean? This is just metal. There's no reason for something that looks like this to be $10,000, period. So here's your new one for the season. Because prior to this, and if you prefer, if you want to start this up in your shows and you don't have this one yet, the tried and true one that Jackie's been doing for a while is, okay, everyone, can you do me a favor and look up the Cartier nail? Do you say ring or just nail?
I think I just say Cartier nail ring. I think that's what I usually say. Or I do the Flora. You can even do the Flora ring. I say Roberto coin flower ring. So, you know, either of those come up really quickly, but you do want to find something that comes up.
Well, that's why those are the 3 options. So if whatever of the 3 you have in your kit, so it's look up Cartier nail ring, or what was the flower? Roberto coin flower?
Roberto coin flower ring.
Or Roberto coin zipper. Those are the 3 options based on what you currently own, and then you can rotate that through your parties. And that will instantly make you an expert. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no, thank you. This is so much fun. And going back to the whole look of adding like color and that romantic, I think these are going to be a must-have in the collection. I just wanted to talk about these. You've got your bloom, which is very beautiful. I love the colors. And there is a designer. Her name is Julie Voss, VOS. And so she makes gorgeous pieces. You'll see a lot of pieces like bamboo. So she has this bracelet, looks identical. It's $245. Of course, our guests are going to take this for $30. Right? So, but adding this, I say Barbie pink, but it's not going anywhere because the Pantone color of the year is like peach fuzz, and it's that orangey pink color. And again, it's going into that whole floral look that's going to be the biggest trend that you're going to see all season. If you go into any store from Target to Neiman Marcus, those are the colors that you're seeing. And so adding this instead of going out and getting a whole new wardrobe looks like you're so on trend for the season. So you can go look this up, Julie Voss, but it looks just like our beautiful piece called Bloom. And then this is another stunner. And you may have heard of the name Sydney Evan before, but this looks just like
because of you. Yes.
Evan, and you again find her at Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom's, but she's got a piece that looks similar to this for over $1,000. And so
wait, the Sydney Evans one is $1,000?
$1,090.
Oh, stop. Now, you guys, I just want to tell you that I own that necklace for about 45 minutes. You know why? Because at a show that I did the day after I got it, I took the tag off. I brought it to my parties. And then I had a customer with a really large order. And I said, you know, she was like definitely waffling about setting a date. I said, you know what, let's just pencil something in. Then I can give you one of these that you want to cut off your list as your booking gift. And that's what she took. So that's why I don't have it to hold up. I'll replace it another time. But when I showed this, I really noticed that it has every color. So that's a winter necklace. I showed it in our launch with a dark red sweater dress. It looked fantastic. But then in the spring and summer, you're going to be showing it with the light pink, with the aqua, with the teal. Just so versatile.
So versatile. It's a gorgeous, and yeah, we want to add color. I don't know about you, but I'm in neutrals most times. So adding color is like really easy for me because of jewelry. So right. That's awesome.
That bloom with the green of the vibes. If you get with that like group of ladies that kind of likes that Lily Pulitzer look, right, which are those really bright floral dresses, there's just like, you can tell a group who likes that, then that's the group you show this type of stuff to.
It's true. So yeah, and these are from a designer. Her name is Melissa Kay. If you look up Melissa Kay, you will see this for, again, about $2,000, about $1,900. The black one she's selling for just a little bit more, a little over $2,000. So just picture each of these bracelets for $2,000 each, and we can grab them for $30 if you'd like as a bonus item. They're called
Unbelievable.
And I honestly think, and this is where I think we want to show, one is not enough of these. Like in your, right? So I'm going to have 3 green and I'm going to have 3 black. And so I can show them stacking the 3. I can show them green, black, green. But you want to show multiples because if you don't show it, people can't envision it. But when you put them together, they're going to have that whole idea of stacking it, and it's going to look amazing.
I was so annoyed because when I did the online launch, I wore like Vibes, Sorel, Vibes, and then put the Merlin in the middle so that I was showing the stacking. But then when I had an in-person party, I didn't want to hog them all up by wearing them and then have nothing in the tray. So I did like the single version, and I was like it's so not as good. So I can't wait to get more of each.
Yeah, it's such a good look, which is another, that's Sorel. So Sorel is David Yurman. It's just so classic. It's simple. It's elegant. It's a great gift piece if somebody's looking for a special gift, and it's not too expensive at $25 for us, half price. But I mean, that cable roping, that beautiful accent with the diamond pave up top is gorgeous. And so that pave square is going to be classic, and it's going to look gorgeous. I'm just going to hold up the Merlin because it also has that beautiful square diamond accent.
I actually had it on the same pillow,
right? Because they complement each other, and so they look gorgeous together. So I love that with the hazy too. So there you go. Those 3 together make such a classic vibe, and it's very elegant. I can see the most, people wearing a whole set that looks like that. Just really beautiful. And of course, that Merlin could look like Tory Burch. It could look like Louis Vuitton has now a leather wrap that they're doing. So you're going to see a lot of fashion stylists using that piece. I forget which one I even put in here because so many designers have a classic leather wrap right now.
So just say any of them and you're all good as you're doing your presentation. And just so from like a practical standpoint, this bracelet it's that open style. So it's super easy to put on and it's going to fit everyone, which is why I love that Jackie said it's a great gift. You never have to worry about, is it going to fit the person I'm giving? It's very comfortable once it's on. I know that sometimes like you feel like you're stabbing yourself getting a piece on or whatever. This is just comfortable. It's also quiet when it touches each other or another bracelet. It's not noisy. Good for the workplace. And then, with this where you have the buckle. So it closes like a belt to the size the person wants. There's 3 closures, by the way. So just like some practical things to let people know, like, yeah, it's designer, but it's also comfortable, easy, and a fantastic gift.
It is. I love it. And I mean, the other one I would say, which is really classic, and maybe you should know the name, is our Aria bracelet, because I think this is going to be another must-have of our collection. I think this is going to be one of your top-selling bonus pieces.
Totally.
So I think the biggest inspiration for this is Bulgari, and Bulgari is an Italian jewelry designer, very, very high end. If you looked up and saw that it was $67,000, you might fall off your chair. They usually do a lot that look like it has like the serpent at the end, almost like a snake. But then so many designers take their looks off of Bulgari. So you could find another designer like this. I'm not going to pronounce it right. Jamie Bijou, and Jamie Bijou is selling this for $3,000. So even the people that are inspired off of Bulgari are selling it for thousands and thousands of dollars. And here we have it for $156 full price, which is amazing. But it's just that classic design. And I do love the hinge on this.
We've been missing this hinge. This is the one people love the most.
Yes, it's just so easy to put on. It fits. It's perfect. This is going to be such an amazing piece to sell. This is it.
This is it. And it comes in gold or silver. And it looks great with the Monte Carlo. There's so many pieces that it looks so good with.
Yep, I love it. And maybe the last thing we'll talk about, Michelle, is just a couple of the rings. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay, so what I'm so happy about, I wasn't sure of the size that would come out with this beautiful piece right here. And when I bought our wisteria ring, I was so happy because it's not oversized. It's really perfect. And it's just wearable. The colors are gorgeous. It's that beautiful purple and then that poppy flower inside with the pave diamonds. And it's so real and so gorgeous. Swarovski has a piece out that resembles that look with the same beautiful colors. Theirs sells for $200. Then Van Cleef and Arpels have a very similar ring with amethyst and pink sapphires. And theirs is almost $6,000. So having this gorgeous piece that looks like so many of the high design pieces, it's stunning. And I haven't even figured out where I want to wear it yet. Usually I know, but because of the scale and that it's small enough, I kind of like it. You can do it on a ring finger. You can make it a statement piece and wear it on your pointer finger. It is a great piece to have.
Since all my fingers are a different size, I have to fully commit when I order a ring. So I just went ring finger for this one. I was so pleasantly surprised that it almost is a little, like it kind of takes on the color of what you're wearing. So if you're wearing it with purple, it looks purple, but with Jackie's brown sweater, it definitely is going to read brown. I put it on with a few different things. So it's definitely not like you're committing to purple. It's totally not. It's a very neutral ring, surprisingly neutral.
Well, because I think it's like an amethyst, but because it's like a see-through amethyst, it does pick. So it's almost got that see-through effect to it, which is cool.
Totally.
Really cool. Okay, so that's the wisteria. Definitely an awesome piece for our collection. And then I like our everyday, very casual. And I knew before I even looked this up, this is because you start to know designers and what their looks are like. This is Ippolita. And so Ippolita has a piece called her Rock Candy Swiggle Ring. It sells for just under $1,000. I think it sells for $989. And boy, does it look very similar to that piece with those beautiful blues and rivers. And because of those colors, it's so easy to wear with denim and to wear casual, right? That beautiful like mother of pearl in there and your blues. And then there's another one that looks similar to it too that sells for, I would say this is $1,000 ring you're getting for $30 half price.
Yeah, I was so happy with the price point on this. It's only $60 regular. So let's address fit for a second. Going back, this one fits true to size. I normally wear an 8 on my ring finger, and Wisteria 8 fit perfectly. This one I went to a 9 because of how that it's thick, but the 9 would be probably I could get away with it, but it's a little loose on my ring finger. I can wear it on my middle finger, which is a 9, but I definitely had to do a little extra push there. So just size wise, if you're wanting this for your standard finger size, I don't know. I feel like it's a tad, like my middle finger is a 9 and it's a little snug on it, but it fits.
Right. So it is a little same. So I'm an 8 and it's a little snug, but I would have bought an 8 and it's fitting. It's a little big if I put it on my ring finger where I usually
Right, that's what I'm saying. So agreed.
A little tight.
This stone right here is very reminiscent of the Stormy impression bracelet. I feel like you could run a report on who bought a Stormy impression bracelet from you and let them know that there's a ring that would be perfect.
Look, you're right.
That's what I mean. Oh, and that, yes, the sage.
Yep. Yeah, sage has that like stormy.
Yep.
That's what a great combination.
Yep.
Very nice. Good. And I think the last piece we'll talk about, Michelle, is our Luxe necklace. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is a must-have. It's just such a great piece. It's iconic is what I would call it. And you can find different designers doing this. Cheryl Lowe, we've talked about before. Cheryl Lowe is Rob Lowe, the actor's wife, and she has this amazing jewelry company. So I love following her. These are names like, to me, I follow these people because then you learn about them and you start to see their style. Cheryl Lowe is very cool. And so she's got, and I learned something. This is called a Paris link. So that link that you're seeing, the link is called a Paris link. So when you're talking about this kind of link, you can
this style.
Well, right. So that style is a Paris link. It's got almost like what they call the marine link to it, but it's a little bit different than that marine link that you might see from Hermes. This is the Paris link, and it's the Paris link with diamonds. So you've got one link that has the diamonds on both sides, right? And so it's really fun. And you can wear that link on the bottom. You can do it and tilt it to the side a little bit. It'll look cool. So it's just a very on trend, beautiful necklace. Cheryl Lowe is selling it for $6,000.
Unbelievable. Now this comes in gold too?
It does. Yep.
So think back to the sparkle box that we had with the earrings that were this Paris link. The sparkle box with the Paris, that we didn't know that you did. I didn't know that term, Paris link. The one and the necklace was a little different than this. So somebody who has only the standard sparkle box might really like to add this necklace. Yeah, so because they have in gold. They have, in gold.
Right. Yep. So those are just really awesome pieces that you can start to share with your guests, and I think they're going to love them.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. So I would love to hear in the comments your takeaways, because again, none of us are becoming Jackie tomorrow, right? So we're going to pick a few key ones. Like, what's going to be your opener one? Are you choosing Crest ring? Are you choosing Flora ring? Are you choosing Presley, which is the Roberto coin zipper, so that you can establish yourself as the expert and establish Park Lane as knowing their trends, right? And then what are going to be those other handful pieces that you're going to hit them with the real name and the real price? So another thing that you can consider, since Jackie did take the time to make those sheets, think of how many Facebook Lives you can do in your VIP group where you're going to feature designer inspired. That could be a whole week long thing, or you could do, it's Designer Tuesday and everything we're going to show today is our designer inspired, and make like months and months of lives out of that. That's what these types of resources enable you to do. So there's so many countless opportunities to show yourself as the expert and show Park Lane as the expert. So thank you, because I feel like none of us are willing or knowledgeable enough to do that level of research. We really, really appreciate you so much, Jackie. Thank you.
I got you, but thank you all. So I hope good luck this season. We have quite a beautiful selection of jewelry to be able to share with our customers.
We really do. So, all right, everyone, can't wait to see your takeaways. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye, everyone.